What's up, my know-it-alls? Well, that's right, it is Wednesday. So what happens every Wednesday? This guy shows up. So we're gonna go ahead and get into that, but first, let's say a little hello to Baby Know-It-all.
Hi guys. Hi, I just wanted to peek my head in. I did my braids, so I just wanted to say.
All right. Anyways, doing her homeschool work here with me in the studio while I'm getting down doing this thing. So let's go ahead and get into it. Djarin introduces Grogu to Mandalorian combat training. Grogu wins a training match, but his opponent, Ragnar Vizsla, is captured by a large pterosaur. Bo-Katan gathers a hunting party, which includes Djarin, Ragnar's father, Paz Vizsla, and leads them to the raptor's nest. The armorer forges a new piece of Mandalorian armor for Grogu, a rondel bearing Djarin's mudhorn sigil. As she works, Grogu has visions of his rescue from the burning Jedi Temple by Jedi Master Kelleran Beq and sympathetic members of the Naboo Armed Forces. Vizsla's over-eagerness to save Ragnar disrupts Bo-Katan's plan and leads to a difficult aerial rescue in which Bo-Katan and Djarin rescue the boy unharmed, killing the pterosaur, collecting its chicks, and earning the clan's respect. As the armorer replaces Bo-Katan's pauldron lost in the scuffle with the pterosaur, Bo-Katan reveals her encounter with the Mythosaur, but the armorer meets her account with indifferent disbelief. Right? This is a short episode too. It's like 25 minutes long in total, but here we get all that exposition and all that stuff going on. I feel like seeing Grogu start any kind of Mandalorian training is dope. I swear I thought as the armorer was starting to work on his little armor or something for him that she was going to build him some kind of helmet. I'm still stuck on she's going to have to build him some kind of helmet so his ears can come out or something. I don't know, but either way, they're serious. So this whole combat thing with Grogu having literally, you see Mando, he's like, come on, you're gonna learn somehow. And he's like, Judge planned he wants to combat, and everyone's making fun because like Grogu's too little. Then Grogu turns around and starts doing what? Getting all flippy. That's right. Doing all them Yoda flips. You know the ones. And then he turns around and pops Ragnar Vizsla straight up just 3 times. Bam, bam, bam. Nice little formation and everything. You're like, this kid, he's amazing. So yeah, Grogu's pretty dope. Watching them go and chase the pterosaur, and you see Bo-Katan being what she is, and then she literally, as they're making dinner around the campfire, she asked Djarin, she's like, so how do you eat with your helmet on? And he goes, once you have your food, everyone goes off into different directions. She's about to do the same thing. And Paz Vizsla stops her and is like, you're the warband leader, so to speak. You need to, you get the honor of eating by the fire. And you're like, okay. And sure enough, man, she's like starting to act like one of them. It's kind of crazy. Truthfully, and comment below if you agree with me or not. I think it's mostly because she feels like she was abandoned. She was abandoned by her Mandalorians, and so to see this group be so like welcoming, and she's earning their not only respect. So they go on this whole rescue thing after the kid gets unceremoniously just yanked out of the off of the coast and taken. When they arrive there, when they arrive at the nest, this giant pterosaur thing, I say bird, it like does the whole like bird throw up thing, and there's a perfectly Ragnar pops out and he's like, help, help, and you're just like, ugh. All I could think of is when Boba Fett last season of Book of Boba Fett, when he crawls out of the Sarlacc pit, and you're like, anyway. So last week's episode was telling us a side story, which I believe was going to take us somewhere. This week's episode continues sort of that whole idea or notion that they're going to stay with the Mandalorians, and I feel like we're seeing the found again, just like last week's title. I feel like this title is twofold. Foundling, because we're looking at Grogu, but at the same time we're looking at Ragnar Vizsla. And when they get back, the armorer tells Bo-Katan, you should be honored because you've given the greatest gift any Mandalorian can give by creed, and that's rescue a foundling. Like, that's literally their job. Their deal is to rescue and find foundlings and train them up in the way and keep, the Mandalorians going. So yeah, man, it's so much fun, and seeing Grogu, despite his size, fit in. He reminds me of Yoda. By that I mean, everybody takes Yoda for granted, but then you see Yoda as a little flippy floppy, little flying around with his little lightsaber and everything else, and you figure we cannot take him for granted. Same thing. I feel like we're gonna get us a really cool Grogu Mandalorian one day, man. And I'm down, dude. I'm so down. And he's doing a good job. I love this whole line of story that we're seeing at the moment. So is it too short? Dude, absolutely. And as a result, I'm almost angry because I'm sitting here going, when's the real episodes gonna start showing? Because we're getting these little half episodes that feel like they're parts of a story. And I'm not talking the way that most series are part of a story. I mean like part of a story. So anyways, yeah, so comment below, let me know what you guys thought. I'd love to hear your thoughts on it, but there you go, now you know, and if knowing is half the battle, you're halfway to being a know-it-all yourself. So what is the know-it-all index for me for this week? The know-it-all index for me for this week, is that really Yoda really?
Yes, I'm sorry.
No, you're great. But the know-it-all index for me this week, I'm gonna go a solid 7. It would have been higher if it was a longer episode, and but I feel like we got all of parts of a plot of an A plot. So we'll see what happens. Let me know what you guys thought. I love talking about all things going on that we're talking about Star Wars, Star Trek, whatever it is. Comment below. Let me know your take on it. But yeah, man, there you go. Never forget.
Everyone loves a know-it-all.
What she said.